We all hate Negan, and it is not even debatable anymore. But have you ever wondered why you love hating this character so much? I have. Today, Negan is going to be the star of our video. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I bring videos on some of the most trending and interesting topics for you guys every week. Many of you have questions about the antagonist of Walking Dead, Negan, so I thought, why not bring a video to answer them all? Today, I will be telling you why Negan is TV's best villain ever. I have binge-watched Walking Dead for 10 years, and Negan, which Jeffrey Dean Morgan played, has been the reason that kept me hooked on the show. This video is going to be exciting, so watch till the end. Now let's get started. 10. He is smart. Negan is extremely smart, and he doesn't go on a killing spree. Instead, he keeps those people alive who can be of use to him. A good villain knows when to kill and when not to, and Negan knows this very well. He doesn't kill anyone if the process can implicate him or they have something to help him. He finds the weakness in people and exploits them for his gain. By doing this, he gets doctors to heal his people, leaders to keep his reign in line. He gets what he wants and can go to any lengths to make sure people follow what he says. I love this thing about him. The way he finds people's weak spots and pressurizes them to work for him. It makes him a pretty intelligent villain. 9. Charisma. We know Negan is ruthless, but he has a charm that works every time. Charisma is one of the most underrated traits of Negan, but it has saved his life on many occasions. While the other villains cannot talk their way out of the crucial situation, Negan can, and he does. He always finds an escape, and not always with fists but with his words. He has gotten out of many sticky situations because he knows how to use his charm, making him more charming. Also, Jeffrey Dean Morgan has given life to the character of Negan, and has made it attractive and eye-catching. I know you have been in love with Negan's this side, apart from his brutality, just like me. 8. He is funny. I have been impressed by the dialogues of Negan. I mean, they're pretty unforgettable. You can see Negan making rude, straightforward, and charming comments throughout the series. But some of his great lines are the puns and jokes he makes during the entire show. I am amazed at how a villain like Negan can make people smile between the most horrific and brutal killing scenes. His lines and the way he says them contribute to the reasons for him being the best villain. You may remember when he complimented Sasha by saying,
"You got some beach ball sized lady nuts on you coming in all kamikaze like that."
Leaves the audience in awe every time he compliments people, even his enemies. 7. He is not all evil. Creating a villain's character is not only about showing him as an evil person, but also why he is that person. In Negan's case, it is about survival. He believes that if killing a few people can make the others fall in line, it is worth it. In his mind, he is a good person because he saves many by killing a few people. If you see the story from Negan's point of view, I think you will agree with him. I love that about Negan, that he is not all evil. In the series, at many points, the gentler side of him shined, like especially with kids. The motivation behind his evilness, mixed with some redeemable qualities, makes him a perfect villain. Do you love this about him? 6. He has some lines he won't cross. Negan is a very calculated person. He can be brutal and loves violence, but he has rules that he doesn't break. He has established a moral code, and whoever doesn't obey it gets punished by him. He doesn't kill entire communities for his entertainment, or let people rape in his area because these things stand in the way of the society he is striving to create. He believes that if anyone in his group of saviors commits rape, he and his people can never achieve their goal of rebuilding civilization. Drawing these lines makes him a pretty well-rounded villain. Even a villain like him follows some rules, which is excellent. I love how he restrains from certain things which can affect his vision of society. Villains with some basic morals are love. 5. Honest man with great strategies. Unlike the other villains in the show, Negan is honest with himself, even if honesty proves brutal. Like others, he doesn't underestimate his enemies, but admires how battle-experienced and dangerous Rick and his group are. He always plans strategically. Negan knew that Rick and his group would be extremely useful for his cause, so doesn't kill them even if they killed dozens of his men. But to make an example, he kills Glenn, showing that he is in charge and cannot tolerate people killing his men. Negan thinks ahead of most people, and his planning and leadership make him just a good, cunning villain. I love the way he thinks and estimates the risks and takes action. 4. Connection with the bat. Negan has a weird and disturbing connection with his baseball bat, wrapped in barbed wire, Lucille. He named the bat after his wife, Lucille, who died, and he wanted to dedicate the bat to her. Even years after her death, Negan mourns her and calls her his faithful wife, which is kind of cute. This shade of Negan makes a soft spot for him in people's hearts, and a villain with some emotional history. 3. He doesn't believe he's a villain. You know, the most fantastic thing about Negan is that he has done many complicated things and killed many people. Still, he doesn't consider himself a wrong person or a villain. In his mind, whatever he did was necessary, and he saved many people because of it. So yeah, not obsessing over being a badass makes Negan, somehow, a different yet the best villain. 2. Loner. Another thing that makes Negan stand out is that he's a loner. He has no friends, no family. He spends half of his life alone and in a jail cell, and most people want him dead. But still, he manages to survive, strive, and be a total badass. A perfect villain who no one likes, stays alone, and is a sociopath is Negan. 1. He is brutal and ruthless. Last but not least, the characteristic that makes Negan a villain like no one else is his brutality and cruelty. He fears nothing and considers himself the most powerful man, and that there will be no consequences no matter what awful things he decides to do. He has some of the bloodiest, most gruesome ways possible to prove that he is someone to be feared. He can do anything to bend people to his will and is not afraid of doing violent things to achieve his purpose. This quality makes us hate him the most because he ends up killing our favorite character. With this, today's video comes to an end. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get notifications of my latest videos. I would love to know what you think makes Negan the best villain. I would love to hear your opinions in the comments section. I will see you in another video. Until then, take care folks. See ya.